The conclusion that I have come to in my 49 years is the human species is moderately insane. For the atheist, I say, yeah, the religious can be insane, but your side can be insane too. It's all about species. For instance, look what's happening in the world right now. The Muslims are crazy. The majority of them. They are driven by hate and insanity. And there are only maybe a third that are worth saving. The Zionists are crazy. And like the Muslims that are crazy, they want to conquer the world. Then we have the neo-Nazi movement, who align themselves with the Muslims in their hate for the Zionists. But what they don't understand is that by doing that, they make themselves that which they hate. This is all insanity. And it's why I draw the conclusion that the species is moderately insane. This is why I do not believe we have a chance against the NWO. Because they are using everyone's hate for the Jew. They do not distinguish the difference between good and evil. And there is good and evil in everything, people. There are good Muslims, evil Muslims. There are good Jews, evil Jews.
There are good gays and evil gays.
What she gotta put that fucking shit in there for? I just got through listening to goddamn arguments about gays and straights. And I'm sick of that shit. Who gives a fuck? I did. I hear. Yeah, they kicked what's his face off of his show because he made a remark about how the Bible is against the gays. Who cares? But to be politically correct, they kicked his ass off his own show. The hairy guy with the beard and everything. Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, he's toast. That's what I mean.
He has that right to give his opinion.
But this is a factor of the insanity of humans. One of my favorite fellows here on YouTube is Mr. Common Sense. And the other day, he was talking about another individual who blurted out a racist remark. And he said he didn't care, you know. Who could give a shit whether Santa Claus is white or black? Who could give a shit whether Jesus Christ is black or white?
I don't care.
At a time like this, when everything is so screwed up because of the NWO. The insanity, people. The insanity of the species. You have the neo-Nazis who want to join the Islamics to kill all the Jews. They make themselves as evil as the Zionists by doing that. The majority of Islam is driven by the same thing that the Zionists are driven by. They want to conquer the world in the name of their faith. And the good Jews and good Muslims are caught in the middle. But no one distinguishes the difference. It's a kill them all mentality. Pure insanity. Multiculturalism has failed because not of race, people. Races can live together, but ideologues and religious fanatics can't. Segregation of culture, yes. Segregation of race, no. It's necessary because of the insanity of the species. That's my conclusion. And if patriots and nationalists cannot work together, the NWO wins. Put the hate and insanity away. Distinguish the difference between good and evil. Racism has to go. But multiculturalism has to go with it. Because multiculturalism is based on religious belief. Segregation of the faiths. The insanity of the species. And that's what I wanted to say this week. Christmas is on the way. And there are a lot of idiots who want to do away with Christmas because they're secular and they're atheists. I say fine. But remember this. Lose that insanity of yours. I'm not mainstream, and it doesn't hurt me to have somebody say Merry Christmas. Lose your insane hate. Distinguish the difference between good and evil. I don't know what my niece is doing. She's messing with her phone.
We had our time.
Merry Christmas, whether you like it or not,
Feliz Navidad.
and lose that insane part of yourself that makes you hate. Distinguish the difference between good and evil. And know the groups that are a part of the NWO. Don't have that kill them all mentality. That's evil. My niece just says Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
My mom hates that fella. She does. She hates him, and I don't care for him too much either. My brother-in-law said when he was in the Air Force, he was stationed down there in Mexico, and that guy was spitting all over the kids, and it started a fight.
What guy?
Who sing Feliz Navidad? What the hell's his name? I don't know. I can't remember his name. But he spit on kids, and there was a big fight, and my brother-in-law got into it with him and beat the shit out of him. Something just for you to think about. You know, Mexico is a scummy place, which is why I'm against a union between the United States and Mexico, because they're scummy. I just thought I'd throw that in there. Have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next week.